Have you ever noticed that the most powerful signals in life are rarely spoken out loud? Human relationships don't begin with words, they begin with feelings, energy, and subtle signals. And when it comes to attraction, women rarely announce their intentions directly. Instead, they communicate through behavior, comfort, and emotional openness. Now, here is something important to understand: attraction is not created by chasing, forcing, or convincing someone to like you. Real attraction grows when a woman feels safe, respected, and emotionally connected to the man she is with. When that comfort reaches a deeper level, her behavior naturally begins to change. Today, let's talk about three clear signs that a woman wants intimacy with you, not just physically, but emotionally and psychologically as well. The first sign is she becomes deeply present around you. You see, when a woman wants deeper connection, she doesn't just listen to you casually. She becomes present in a way that is almost magnetic. Her attention becomes focused. She remembers the little things you say. She laughs more freely. She leans in when you speak. Presence is powerful because attention is the currency of human connection. People give their attention to what they value. And when a woman gives you her undivided attention, when her phone disappears and the world seems to slow down around the conversation, that is not an accident. That is interest growing into emotional closeness. A woman who desires deeper intimacy doesn't just hear your words, she absorbs them. She studies your expressions, your tone, your ideas, because connection begins in the mind before it ever reaches the heart. The second sign is she allows emotional vulnerability. Now, this is where many men misunderstand women completely. Attraction for a woman is rarely just about looks or status. What often creates deep connection is emotional safety. When a woman begins sharing personal thoughts, childhood stories, fears, or struggles, she is opening a door that she does not open for everyone. Vulnerability is a form of trust. Think about it this way: people do not expose their inner world to someone they do not feel safe with. When she begins saying things like, "I've never told many people this," or when her conversations move beyond surface level topics and into deeper life experiences, she is allowing you to see who she truly is. That kind of openness is not random. It is the foundation of emotional intimacy. And when emotional intimacy grows, physical intimacy often follows, naturally because the connection has already been built at a deeper level. The third sign is she creates opportunities to be closer to you. Now, watch this carefully in life. When people enjoy someone's presence, they find ways to extend the moment. She might sit closer than necessary. She may lightly touch your arm while laughing. She may suggest spending more time together, even when the original plan is already finished. Sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's playful, but the pattern is always the same. She wants to remain in your space. Human beings naturally move toward what feels good and away from what feels uncomfortable. So when a woman continues creating moments to be near you, to talk longer, to walk a little slower, to keep the conversation alive, it is often a signal that she enjoys the emotional chemistry between you. But here is the most important lesson in all of this: the goal should never be to manipulate these signs or chase them desperately. The real goal is to become the kind of man who naturally inspires comfort, trust, and emotional safety. Confidence is not loud, it is calm, it is patient, it is respectful. A man who listens deeply, communicates honestly, and carries himself with purpose creates an atmosphere where connection grows naturally. And when a woman feels that kind of presence, she does not feel pressured, she feels drawn. Remember this simple truth: attraction forced is attraction destroyed, but attraction that grows from trust becomes powerful and lasting. So focus less on trying to impress and more on becoming a man who brings clarity, calmness, and authenticity into every interaction. Because when you become that man, you won't need to chase intimacy. Connection will begin to move toward you. True intimacy rarely begins with physical attraction alone. It begins with emotional comfort and psychological safety. Many people misunderstand this idea and believe attraction grows from constant effort to impress. They focus on saying the perfect words, showing off achievements, or trying too hard to gain approval. But genuine connection develops in a much quieter and more meaningful way. It grows when two people feel relaxed in each other's presence, when conversations feel natural rather than forced, and when there is a sense of ease that allows both individuals to be themselves without fear of judgment. When a woman feels emotionally comfortable around someone, her behavior gradually reflects that trust. She begins to engage more openly in conversation, share personal thoughts, and express genuine emotions rather than carefully controlled responses. This openness is a powerful signal because people naturally protect their inner world. When someone chooses to reveal it, it means they sense understanding and respect from the person in front of them. Emotional safety creates an atmosphere where communication becomes deeper, laughter becomes more genuine, and silence even feels comfortable instead of awkward. Understanding this aspect of female psychology requires patience and awareness. Instead of focusing only on obvious signals, a man must learn to notice the small changes in energy and behavior. The way she listens more attentively, remembers details from previous conversations, or becomes more relaxed in her body language can reveal a growing level of trust. These subtle cues often speak louder than direct words. The most inspiring lesson here is that real attraction cannot be forced. It develops naturally when a person creates an environment where respect, kindness, and authenticity are present. When a man carries himself with calm confidence and emotional awareness, he becomes someone people feel comfortable around. In that space of comfort and trust, deeper intimacy has the opportunity to grow naturally. Another important truth about human connection is that attraction and intimacy are never meant to be a one sided effort. Real relationships grow through a natural exchange of energy, attention, and emotional openness between two people. When only one person is constantly trying to prove their value, chasing approval, or forcing conversations, the connection often feels heavy and unbalanced. But when both individuals feel comfortable contributing to the interaction, the relationship begins to develop with ease and authenticity. Understanding this principle is essential when exploring female psychology. A woman who feels emotionally connected does not simply respond politely, her actions begin to show genuine engagement. She becomes more curious about your thoughts, asks deeper questions, and participates in conversations with enthusiasm rather than obligation. Her tone becomes warmer, her body language more relaxed, and her presence more attentive. These changes happen naturally when she senses that the person in front of her respects her perspective and values her as an individual rather than trying to impress or control the situation. This is why emotional intelligence plays such a powerful role in building attraction. A man who listens carefully, speaks with sincerity, and maintains patience creates an atmosphere where honesty feels safe. Instead of rushing the process or pushing for immediate results, he allows the connection to grow at its own pace. This calm confidence communicates strength without arrogance and interest without desperation. When a woman senses this balance, she feels free to express herself more openly. She may initiate conversations, suggest spending more time together, or reveal personal experiences that she would normally keep private. These moments are not just signs of attraction, they are signs of trust forming between two people. The deeper lesson is that meaningful intimacy grows when both individuals feel seen, heard, and respected. When a man focuses on becoming emotionally aware and genuinely present, he naturally creates the kind of connection that others feel drawn to rather than pressured by. In the end, the most powerful connections in life are not built through pressure, performance, or constant effort to impress. They grow from understanding, patience, and emotional awareness. When a person learns to value genuine conversation, respectful behavior, and authentic presence, relationships begin to develop in a far more natural and meaningful way. Intimacy is not something that appears suddenly. It is the result of trust slowly building between two people who feel comfortable being themselves. The true lesson is that attraction becomes stronger when it is supported by emotional safety and mutual respect. When a woman feels understood, valued, and relaxed in someone's presence, her openness naturally increases. Conversations become deeper, interactions feel more genuine, and both individuals begin to share parts of themselves that go beyond surface level communication. This is where real connection begins to take shape. For any man seeking stronger relationships, the focus should not be on chasing signals or forcing outcomes. The focus should be on personal growth, emotional intelligence, and developing a calm, confident presence. A man who listens well, communicates honestly, and respects boundaries creates an environment where trust can grow effortlessly. And when trust grows, intimacy follows naturally, not because it was demanded, but because it was invited through character, patience, and genuine human connection.